My name is Dorinda M, and I'm a speech-language pathologist. I have been leading the Communication Club in Howard County for the Parkinson's Foundation of the National Capital Area. Today, we're going to talk about the importance of breathing for overall health and a strong vocal quality. We all breathe all day, every day, but we take it for granted. And with the increased stresses of life, we find that our breathing patterns get out of sync and get discoordinated. So today we're going to talk about efficient breathing patterns to reduce stress and anxiety, as well as increase breath support for a strong voice. There are 3 types of known breathing patterns, and we're going to talk about those. The first being called a clavicular pattern. The clavicles are these bones here across our shoulders, and we most often see a clavicular breathing pattern in children when we ask them to blow out candles on a birthday cake. They'll take a breath that looks like this, and their shoulders and their clavicles come up to their ears, also bringing in their belly and their diaphragm right up under their lungs. So that's not an efficient breathing pattern because we're bringing our diaphragm right up into our lungs and we're compressing our larynx or our voice box, which is going to make it much harder to produce a strong voice. So we don't want to do a clavicular breathing pattern. The second breathing pattern is known as thoracic breathing, and that's using the thorax, also known as our chest, or the rib cage. And that pattern looks like this. And again, when we take that deep breath, we're bringing the stomach and the diaphragm right up under the lungs and really compressing our lung area. So that's not going to give us enough breath support to get a nice, strong voice. The third breathing pattern has a few names. It's known as diaphragmatic breathing, or abdominal breathing, or belly breathing. And what that's going to do is really focus down low on the belly or the abdominal area. This breathing pattern is very commonly used in exercise classes such as yoga, and athletes use this breathing pattern. Musicians, singers, all of us actually use this breathing pattern when we're sleeping. And I will often recommend to people, watch a sleeping animal or a sleeping child or a spouse or a family member, and what you'll see is when that person or pet inhales, the belly comes out, and when they exhale, the belly sinks back in towards the back body. We're going to practice that today because this is the best breathing pattern to really get the most expansion of your lungs so that you can get a good deep breath, which will help to decrease anxiety and to help get a strong voice. So what I'd like you to do is put your hand over your belly button, and as you inhale, feel that your belly is expanding and pushing your hand away from your body. And as you exhale, you will find that your hand and your belly button sink back into your body towards your spine. Many people will ask me if they should be inhaling through their nose or their mouth or a combination of both. It's whatever is comfortable for you. So use your mouth or nose to take a nice inhale, expanding that belly, and then as you exhale, feel the belly sink back towards your spine. We're going to use this diaphragmatic breathing pattern in something called a 4-7-8 breathing exercise. The 4-7-8 breathing exercise is very popular in yoga classes or in classes that are reduced or in classes that are designed to reduce anxiety. What we're going to do is inhale for 4 seconds, hold the breath for 7 seconds, and exhale for 8 seconds. I will demonstrate. This is not an easy pattern to learn. It takes some practice. And at first, because you're changing your breathing pattern, it's not uncommon to maybe feel a little short of breath while you do this exercise, a little lightheaded or dizzy. So I absolutely recommend that when you're practicing 4-7-8 breathing, you are seated comfortably and even have some water nearby if you'd like to be sipping at water while you do this exercise. We're going to do 4 rounds of the 4-7-8 breathing pattern, and I will count us through it as we go. So remember, it's an inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, exhale for 8 seconds. Let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done. That's 1 cycle. Let's begin again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice. We are halfway there. 2 more cycles. Let's begin again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice. Again, if you're feeling short of breath or lightheaded while doing this exercise, feel free to pause the video, take a few natural breaths, take a drink, whatever you may need. And let's finish with the final cycle of the 4-7-8 breathing. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done. It is recommended that at any given time when you're doing the 4-7-8 breathing that you complete 4 cycles maximum. So that's really all that's needed to kind of decrease stress, decrease the heart rate and anxiety that you may be feeling and some tension, and to kind of reset our breathing pattern. Remember to be using that belly breathing as you do this exercise. Now, I'd like to demonstrate and have you do some exercises of vocal function as we use the diaphragmatic or belly breathing. What we're going to do is we're going to start by holding a sound for as long as we can while using the belly breathing. I will demonstrate, and I'm going to hold or sustain the sound E using belly breathing. E. As I'm doing that sustained sound, I'm feeling that my breath is coming from the bottom of my lungs, almost from my belly, and my belly is moving toward my back body as the air is coming up from the bottom of my lungs, through the vocal cords, and out to being sustained. Let's do 4 long E's together. Remember, nice deep breath from the belly. Let's begin. You may not be able to hold the sound as long as I do, and that's fine. Your time will increase the more that you practice this exercise, or you may be able to hold it longer than I do, and that's fantastic. That was one round of the sustained phonation. Let's continue with number 2. It may also help to have your hand over your belly for that nice deep belly breath. Here we go with number 2. Good. Take a drink if you need to. Pause the video if it feels necessary. And we'll be ready to begin with number 3. Nicely done. Last one. Deep breath in from the belly. Good. You've just completed 4 sustained phonation exercises, which just means holding a sound for as long as you can. The next exercise is going to stretch your vocal cords. We're going to continue to use that nice deep belly breath, but we're going to take the word whoop and bring it up high. Now for this exercise, for stretching out those vocal cords, we don't need to hold it for as long as we can. We're just going to glide that sound up, and we get to the top, we can stop. Here we go. Whoop. Good. Again. Whoop. That's 2. Here we go. Whoop. 3. Whoop. And 4. Nicely done. I often joke in class, whatever goes up must come down. So now we're going to bring our voices and our pitch down. And we're going to use the word boom. So now we'll start as high as we can and bring the pitch down. This will sound like this. Boom. That's 1. Boom. 2. Boom. 3. Boom. And 4. Remember, when you're doing all of these exercises, use that nice belly breathing to power your vocal cords. These are excellent exercises to be done as many times a day as you are comfortable doing them, but we certainly recommend that you try to do them at least once a day. The breathing is great for the lungs and for reducing any tension and stress and anxiety, as well as powering the vocal cords. And the vocal function exercises that we've just completed are great for stretching the vocal cords and moving them in positions that we don't use every day. I'm glad you joined me today for this breathing and voice exercise, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.